I'm finally back with another review, and today we're going to take a look at the Revelation Evil End, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's, taking me a little while to get back to doing a review because, for the past couple of days I've been busy and I'm trying to set stuff up for a video I'm going to do, coming Christmas, because, Christmas is coming in a few days, so I got a pretty cool video I'm going to do, so I've been trying to get everything set up for that, so I've been, like I said, I've been pretty busy. So, but today I'm getting back to doing a review. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Master of the Universe Revelation Masterverse Evil End. That's a big mouthful to say. But so without further ado, let's get into the packaging. So for packaging, it's the same as the other Masterverse figures I've already taken a look at from Revelation. As you can see, it says Masterverse on the top there. A Netflix original series. It says Evil End there at the bottom. It also says Evil End on the side there, Evil Warrior Goddess. So on the side there, you got a cool picture, a portrait of Evil End there. Okay, like I've said many times, the artwork on these packagings is just incredibly cool. You can see there's another artwork of Evil End there. There's also a read up. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it. There's also some other figures from the line, which, today we're reviewing this one, obviously, but I've already reviewed Skeletor. I've already reviewed him. I don't have Moss Man yet, but I'll probably end up getting him sometime or another too. So not much more there at the bottom. So that's pretty much the packaging. So for accessories, we'll start out with all the alternate hands. We get a total of 6 pair of hands. You get 2 fisted hands, 2 spell casting hands, and 2 gripping hands for each arm. And the gripping hands all are meant for her staff, which I'll show you here in a minute. But as you can see, the details on these, has a black thing around her hand there, like the glove thing she's wearing, and it's got the skin tone and everything. So you got the gripping hands. Now you got these spell casting hands for each hand here. With the loop on this hand is not painted very well, as you can see. This one, I don't think, they didn't paint the loop very well, either one of those hands. You see, you also got 2 fisted hands. So you get a pretty good assortment of hands here. So the way the hands work is, this will focus. So there we go. So the way it just works is you peg them in like so. So I usually take and put one spellcasting hand on one side, and then I take the right gripping hand and put it on her right arm. So you have one. I use one gripping hand and one spellcasting hand. How I'll probably display this figure, like that, as you can see. So she comes with her satchel here, as you can see, which she did use in the show. And you can see it's mostly just an old brown plastic mold, as you can see, but there's a little bit of paint details on here, like the buckle over the flap there, as you can see. There's also like a red thing right there, which I'm not sure what that is exactly, but yeah, as you can see, that didn't paint the buckles and the straps or anything, which is kind of a shame there. I wish they would have painted those. That'd been kind of cool, but you can see it's kind of molded the rest up against her waist, as you can see. Now you can't put this on her like so. Get it overhead there. Just kind of wants to catch on the helmet there, as you can see. So you can see it's just catching on the helmet. So there, now you get the satchel around her waist like in the show, which looks pretty cool actually. And very importantly, she comes with 2 different versions of her staff here. As you can see, she's got a shorter one and a longer one. Now the shorter one is, kind of more reminiscent of the Filmation series, because in the Filmation series she used a more shorter like staff, and in the longer one's kind of more reminiscent of the 2000X series, because in 2000X I think she used a longer version. Which in the Revelation she used a shorter one from what I remember. I don't remember her ever using the one that's really long like that. I could be wrong, but what I remember she only used the shorter version. But it's cool you get both versions, as you can see. These are translucent too. The orb in there, as you can see, which is pretty cool. You got not really any paint detail here. It's all gray. Which this thing right here does turn, which I don't really know why. But you got this longer version, as you can see. It's got the really long handle, which has got the same orb and everything, and no paint details or anything. And these go into her hands pretty well. The short one is pretty easy to get in her hand there, as you can see, and she gets it up right okay grip on it. Now the longer one is a little bit trickier to get in her hand because it wants to kind of match the thumb in there. As you can see, you got to pull the thumb back out, but then you get her with the longer one, which looks okay. So let's take a look at the sculpt design and color of Evil End, starting with her head. So as you can see, this is one of two heads that she comes with. This is the helmeted head, which is, very iconic for Evelyn with the, iconic helmet there, as you can see. Which, the helmet is a separate piece from the head, but it is not removable. But as you can see, it's mostly a blue, like a kind of like a purplish blue color, as you can see, with some white paint details like on the skull and the paint on the back. And they are also painted on the back, so that's pretty cool. They painted those on the back. You're likely not going to see the back of her helmet, but still, that's cool. They put the paint back there. On her face, as you can see, it's got like eyeliner, looks like, and red lipstick, everything. And now she does have an alternate head, so I'll show you that. So now here's her alternate head, and as you can see, now this is the unhelmeted head with the long white hair, which Evelyn has often been depicted with white hair, like in the Filmation series, maybe some of the mini comics. 2000X also had white hair, but Evelyn has usually been depicted as having like short, kind of like a short hairstyle, and in Revelation she had more like long white hair, so a little bit different, as you can see. But you can see, I think it is the same head as the helmeted head, but just minus the helmet. So I'm kind of torn on which head I want to display her with, because both of these are both good heads. And one thing I like about the helmeted head, it looks more evil into me than this head does. But but this head looked like this a lot in the Revelation series. But so I'm kind of torn on which head to actually display it with. You can display with each head goes with specifically with which figure I guess you display her by. It made a little more sense. You can recreate parts from the show. So they both have their place. But going down her body here, the hair is kind of getting in the way of the thing there. But as you can see, if I can pull her hair out of the way there, you can see she's got a very different outfit from her original outfit. This is supposed to be after the big fallout, after He-Man and Skeletor both disappeared, and magic was fading from Eternia, and a lot of characters had different looks. Evelyn here has got a different looks, kind of got like a sort of looks like a winter outfit, but although she's not wearing sleeves, so that's not a very good winter outfit. You would freeze to death like that. But you see, it's got like a furry blue collar, some white details where the zipper I guess would come to, and it's blue, very Evelyn colors still. As you can see, it goes down the back, which like I said, the hair's blocking the back there, but as you can see, still not very much details in the back, but like I see, you're really not going to see the back, so I don't guess that really matters. But going down, she's got a belt, and silver buckles and stuff there. You can see like a sash. And there's also this loop thing right here that's hanging off her side, which you can use that to store her shorter, staff there, as you can see, which is pretty cool. And she's got a like a waistcoat there, as you can see, which it's got pretty good details, like sculpted details in there and stuff too, and texture. And there's the white color coming down from right here, and you see it continues to the back. For some reason, my right here, this one sticks up more than the other side. I don't know why that is, but maybe in ward right in that package. But you can see the texture goes around the back there, as you can see, and the white trim goes down the back. And she's wearing black pants, which is not typical for Evelyn. Evelyn is usually seen wearing like a kind of like a short leotard like outfit, where her legs are exposed, but now she's wearing dark pants. So, a little bit different. She's got black boots, which kind of look like pirate boots, sort of, like the like cavalier boots, I guess is what those were called, when it comes down like that. As you can see, there's a split. Now, mine was turned around backwards, so I had to fix it on mine, but it's pretty easy. See, there's some leathery like texture in there, as you can see, which is pretty cool, but not a whole lot of paint details, and there's peg holes and stuff at the bottom. It's comparison time. So here's this new Revelation Evelyn compared to her vintage counterpart, and as you can see, quite a bit of difference with the outfits there. Now the helmet is similar, but like I said earlier, the outfit is quite a bit different than the vintage one. The vintage figure is colored a lot differently than Evelyn has been depicted in other media. Here she is compared to the Origins release, and which is basically like an updated version of the vintage figure, but with a few little differences, like the better articulation, and the yellow tone for her skin is a little bit brighter than the vintage figure. As you can see, pretty much kind of the same thing there. So here she is compared to the Revelation Orko and Scareglow, which I put these together because they were all kind of the same scene right there in these forms. Because in the Revelation series, Evelyn and Orko were kind of together right there in that part of Saturnia, and then they were kind of in the same spot right there when they were facing off against Scarecrow, and Orko was holding him back. So that's why I kind of put these three together. Which I'll probably display these three kind of in this kind of cluster right here, since like I said, they were all kind of seen together in the same scene. So it makes it a pretty cool display. Last but not least, here is this new Evelyn compared to the normal Revelation Skeletor and Skelly God. Which I put the unhelmeted head on Evelyn for this comparison because in the show, in this form, she didn't have the helmet when Skeletor came back, and then when he transformed into Skelly God. Which, if you have if you get the Sorceress Evelyn, which they have made, I believe, that'd be cool to display with Skelly God, because when he was Skelly God, she's only in this form for a brief amount of time. Then he makes her the Sorceress of Castle Grayskull. So, but this figure go right along with the normal Skeletor, because she was in more with this version of Skeletor. I would say it kind of flows a little better than with Skelly God. Now, if you have Beastman, that would be cool to do. Unfortunately, I don't have Beastman yet. So, what do I think of this figure overall? I really like this figure. It's the third Evelyn figure that I actually have. I don't have the other ones yet. I'm gonna try to build up some 2000X figures too, because unfortunately I don't have very many of those. But like I said, we're gonna try to build up some of those, and they made Evelyn in that line. So I'll probably end up with some more Evelyns. But like I said, so far I only got three, and so only a few nitpicks I have with this figure is the skirt piece. One side wants to stick up higher than the other. I think it's because it was warped in the package a little bit. But I mean, other than that, not very many nitpicks I can complain about this figure. Now, like I said, the two heads, I like both heads, so I'm kind of torn on which head I want to display her with, because the helmeted head is kind of says more Evelyn to me, but this unhelmeted head is still pretty cool though. So I don't know which head I want to display it with. So it's gonna be a little bit of a tricky decision. But so if you like this video and want to see more like it, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Till next time.